Alright, before we start today's guide, I just wanted to kind of get my skills out of the way here. I'm mostly going to be focusing on these ones down here, which is some in the grifter tab. So we got social engineering, we got walk the walk, and then if we go up here a bit, I'm also running some of the infiltrator stuff, such as quick fingers and bagger. So just wanted to put those out there because you're going to see me use these quite a lot to get around like a bunch of the stealth stuff. So just wanted you to know that before we get into the actual guide. Alright, here we go. Let's see how fast we can get this done. This is just going to be a normal because honestly the most that the difficulty uppers do is spawn more cameras, spawn more guards, and usually put more modifiers in place, like the Titan cameras and the lead guard. So they're just going to let us in, and on normal you're going to go straight back here. We have to get rushed from these people. You're going to head all the way back here, and since I have social engineering, no one's going to care that I lockpick this door. And then lockpicking the door will also give me rush back again. Head inside, going up. Now I could just go past this camera, but the problem is once my rush runs out, it will notice me lockpicking, so I'm going to go ahead and loop it. Okay. Just tack that for fun of it. And it looks like she's all the way on the other side, so we're going to head all the way over there now. So she can spawn in a couple different places. She is usually walking a route, so she's probably going to walk up here, and then she's going to come back down these stairs over here, I think, and then she'll stand here for a moment. So we're just going to wait for her to do that, and I'll cut to whenever she gets here. Okay, so she's finally here. So once again, we have this rush that with social engineering will make civilians not pay attention to our crime, so we can just start the hack, and then you just want to stay in proximity to her. This is probably one of the easiest routes because when she does walk this way, she tends to just walk over to the bathroom, and you can just kind of stand behind her in there, and then you can proceed to the next spot. Now, the next thing we're going to have to figure out is where the authenticator is going to spawn. I've seen it spawn up here, I've seen it spawn across the way, and I've also seen it spawn in the bottom office over there. So we should actually be done here pretty quickly. Yep. Alright. So now you just want to go back to the office and grab the VIP passes out of there. You can also grab the painting now, just because it'll be easier in the grand scheme of things. We already hacked this camera, so we don't have to worry about that. And this. Grab that. Okay, so like I said, there's like 3 areas it can be in. We can actually check up here. There's one area up here that we can check. If you go through here. Okay. It's not here, but it can spawn on that table right there. Alright, so next we're going to go down here. Go across to this office area. Excuse me, lady. Thank you for the rush, though. Okay, lockpick that. And it does appear that it's in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hack this camera just to make this easier on myself. Camera hacked. I do prefer when it spawns here. I think that the spawn up there on the balcony is actually probably one of the best. The one across the way here is probably the most difficult if you don't have any of the camera hacking tools, but none of them are too bad as long as you got the tools to deal with it. So alright, so now we should walk up to the bouncer. He'll say, oh yeah, thank you. Yep. So there's a camera in here. You do want his you want this right here, so we're gonna go get Rush real quick. We're gonna kind of tuck in here and just, there we go. Alright, we're gonna need that key card later, so we want to grab it now. As a matter of fact, if you just want to head straight down here and use it right away, it doesn't hurt, so you don't have to do it later. Use it there, then use it over here. That's gonna be your escape at the end, so you just want to go ahead and open this up, and you're gonna need this when it comes time to open the crypto wallet. When you're doing this with a person, it does help to have someone over here. Now they're going to tell you to go to the IT room immediately. I'm going to tell you not to do that. Okay, so it looks like our Our drop-off point spawned over here, so we can go ahead and take the painting over here real quick. The bulk of this mission, doing it solo, is just going to be you moving stuff around, to be honest. Like, I know that a lot of the other missions, like when we did 99 boxes the other day, that one seemed like a lot, but this one is honestly a lot more in terms of like just you walking around carrying stuff to fuck off places. So if you see any of these boxes, they can sometimes have coke in them, so you want to grab them. But you're going to head to the accountant's office right here. Head inside. Careful running on these stairs because sometimes the guard can notice you. Okay, hack that camera. And now we're in. Now there's going to be some numbers around here. 9942. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so the keycard actually spawned in here. It can spawn here, it can spawn over here, and it can also spawn in this back room here. Now there is some stuff in here to steal, so we're going to go ahead and just steal that real quick. I'm surprised you can't take these little pictures on the wall. Nothing in there. Not having a really good go with the coke this go around. I'm not sure why, but I'll also make a note of the number over here, 6418. We'll need to know what these are whenever it comes time to go back to the safe in this mission, which we're not even at yet. However, you want to get that red key card because if you go to the IT room straight away, she'll tell you you need the red key card. So it's best just to go get it now, get out of the way, and then come back to it later. So we're going to head over here now. Throw that bag of money over. Come back over here. Okay, so it looks like this guy's standing guard here. So we want to go ahead and lure him out using this.
That's weird.
This camera might not pose us much trouble, but I don't want to have to deal with it, so. And it's this setup, so. Go ahead and hack that. You're going to come in here and you're going to look at and you want to leave that camera hacked once you do it, just so this is easier later. G310 green. G310 green. Okay. So remember that room that we unlocked earlier? Howdy, buddy. Yeah, my bad. You're going to go back there, because you can grab the accountant and do this, but it's a lot more difficult. So these are in alphabetical order, so you really just need the first letter and the color. So we did G310 green. It's going to be this one right here. There you go. Now you want to head back to the accounting's office that we were in earlier, because you're going to use the computer to hack into the actual crypto wallet, or to open up the door to get to the crypto wallet. I'm mostly okay. My my camera buff doesn't really apply to this camera now because of the fact that this is a secure area. So I don't get that same buff that I had earlier, but that's okay because this one's pretty easy to get past. As long as you don't make any mistakes here, you shouldn't have a problem with it. Just ping it. Once it turns to its right, it's going to be a lot easier to get around. Obviously, the door here is not giving me a lot of leeway.
Stay away from the camera.
Okay. Now, go down, stick to the railing, go around. And then we're going to have to get back in here to steal the crypto wallet. So we're just going to lure him out the same way again. We don't really care if this camera looks at us now because we can just kind of walk in. You want to walk to the back because the problem here is if you bait him out with sound, he'll hear you and he'll come over and investigate, and then you've got a whole huge fucking issue on your hands.
Get the crypto wallet.
So run back quickly before he gets back to patrol. And okay. And after that, you're pretty much goated on the crypto wallet, which is the main objective here. However, I am going to show you how to get all the side stuff on this mission as well.
That's what we came for. But feel free to stick around if you want to go for more.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, it looks like it actually spawned on this side. You can kind of tell where it spawns by following this cord here. We are going to need to hack this camera though, so let's do that real quick. Boop. There we go. The camera should be on our side now. We unlock this. Now we gotta remember the numbers from earlier. So it was 7, 6. So probably the 7671. So boop, 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 boop. Bang, you're in. This is a pretty nice spawn actually too, because the drop-off's right there. Now we are gonna have to go back for some other stuff here in a bit, but that's a problem for later us to deal with. So right now we're just gonna bag everything up. Okay, so that was the last of the bags that we're gonna get out of this. Now we're gonna look around for these crates. They can spawn in these back rooms occasionally, so you'll have to look around a bit. Here's one here, for example. Bam! Look at that. Some nose candy. Finally. Now there's a guard patrolling right out. Ooh.
Freeze! Right there!
This might suck, actually. Hold on, guys. We might be able to get out of this.
What was that noise?
If we can't, we're just gonna have to fucking cut it and run. But we pretty much stealth. So they're gonna start searching now. That's fine. That doesn't bother us none. We're actually fine with that. As a matter of fact, if you kick the search on, this guy leaves the IT room, and you can kind of get in there a lot easier, to be honest. Okay, there might be another cocaine bag in here, so you want to look in here as well. We're gonna hack the camera. Oop. If we can. I'm trying to ping it.
It's a camera.
Okay. Get hacked, you absolute buffoon. Yeah, there can be a bag back here as well. You usually find, I think it's either 2 or 3 of the cocaines around here, but another area we're gonna have to go back upstairs, which is fine. I'll show you. There's 4 paintings upstairs that you can get, and I'll go ahead and take you to those real quick. There's also, if you have the social engineering skill, this next part's a little bit easier. So you're gonna look for some guys who are gambling in a room like this, walk up to them, get rush, take their money, head out. Now there is a way to game it without social engineering, but it's just much easier to have social engineering in order to do it. Okay, so now we're gonna head all the way back up here, and you're gonna head up to that reserved area that I mentioned the authenticator can be in earlier. So come up here, get rush. You're gonna head through this first door that we lockpicked earlier. Head up the stairs, and then go right. Okay, open that up. I'm gonna run straight down this hallway because I have the camera perk once again. Now we're gonna have to be careful here because there is a guard that patrols this area. However, the next 2 paintings are going to be in this room. And once again, with rush, I can just run past these cameras. And then you want to repeat that, go back and get those, and then I'll show you the escape. Alright, so I didn't manage to gather all the loot just because I don't want to have to look for whatever the one thing that I'm missing is. So we're going to go ahead and just head out. But yeah, that is how you stealth the rock cradle with absolutely no mask whatsoever. So hope you enjoyed. And if you did, like, favorite, subscribe, come watch on Twitch, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you next time with whatever guide I decide to do next. So until then, see ya.